Hi buddy, Paul back here from Ballistic Blood Bullets, looking at some good old school Universal monsters, Universal Studios monster movies from the 1930s, in particular The Invisible Man, which you can see right here. And of course it's from the Universal Monsters Blu-ray set. We get all 8 original classics in high definition, and I've been spending time going through these because I used to watch these as a kid, loved them. And they look fantastic now in obviously HD Blu-ray quality. And we've looked at this set before, and I know a lot of you have got it, but it is such a cool set. But it's not just the movie I want to talk about, because the movie inspired me, having watched it a few months back, to go after the Funko Pop release. Yep, another one in quick succession. Takes me up to 4, but it's a slow process, and as I say, I'm not really collecting them, but every now and again a real classic one comes out. And you know, you've got such a classic in The Invisible Man that I just needed to get this one, and it's very expensive, but spent my time waiting for the price to come down, get a good deal on it, used some vouchers, was able to finally pick up the Invisible Man Special Edition, which is just, it is fantastic. I mean, here in person, it is just so very, very cool indeed. It's always a little bit tricky to do it absolute justice when you're looking at the other end of a camera, but hopefully it picks up some of the detail pretty darn well. There's a lot of close attention to detail here. The great Claude, of course, played the Invisible Man, and it's just such an iconic role, such an iconic character. And this release of the Funko Pop is from the true original 1933 release, adaptation from director James Whale. And I am thrilled to get this, because I literally spent 3, 4, 5 months waiting for it, hankering after it, and some of the prices on eBay were just ridiculous. I mean, you're looking at 40, 50, 60 pound, and there's even a chase version of this, which is basically the Invisible Man, which is pretty much invisible. See-through sort of plastic glass effect. I prefer this. This is always going to be the one that I was going to get. It's not really about the value, it's not really about the rareness, it's about loving the character, wanting to have something that was very special to me as a kid growing up, formulated a great deal towards my passion for horror films, film in general. Just, as a sort of 6, 7-year-old kid, sat down with his mum of an evening, watching a double bill on late night BBC, 2 horror double bills way back when, and you were seeing these old black and white classic films. None of the nonsense of sci-fi silliness with special effects, just proper old school hand coordinated, teeth are going again, hand coordinated makeup effects people and practical effects people coming together to deliver such an iconic classic film indeed. And I just wanted this to go with the film, and it just sets it off so very, very cool. So really am absolutely thrilled, delighted to have been able to have picked this up, and it was worth the wait, and certainly patience paid off getting it, well under £20 with sort of vouchers off. In fact, I'm going to give a shout out, because the people that I bought it from was a place in space. Buy pretty much all of my comic books from a place in space, and I highly recommend them. Great guys and girls, never let you down. Their packaging is second to none, their service is second to none. They know what they're talking about, they're always happy to chat to you. They won't sell you anything that they wouldn't want to purchase for themselves, and they can always recommend things. And they do Funko Pops as well. So a place in space. Highly recommended if you're looking for anything fantastical in the comic book world, less so the film world, but as I say, they do a whole range of Funko Pops. Very nice indeed. Now, of course, The Invisible Man from 1933, director James Whale, which he made just after making Frankenstein back in 1939. Getting it wrong. Just this cold as flu is affecting the brain. What brain there is left, anyway. 1931 was Frankenstein, and The Old Dark House from 1932, which were both done with Boris Karloff, of course, and part of the terrific Universal Studios classic horror film series of monster movies that, as I say, I grew up with loving. Just a little bit about The Invisible Man for those that may not have seen it. You have to see this one, so let me try and convince you to watch it. The Invisible Man stars London-born British actor Claude Rains as Dr. Jack Griffin in the big screen adaptation of the classic H.G. Wells novel. And of course, Claude Rains becomes the Invisible Man, and what an accomplished performance he delivers. His condition turns him mad and into a killer, hunted down like a wild animal come the end. It is now hard to imagine actually anyone other than Claude Rains in the lead role, to be honest with you, certainly from my point of view. But both lead actors from director James Whale's earlier smash Frankenstein, Boris Karloff and Colin Clive, were actually considered for the role. Claude Rains' acting, screen presence and wonderful voice carry the characters, excuse me, couldn't hold it back any longer, apologies for that. Really, as the voice of Claude Rains, his characters carries him with his acting abilities through the journey from decent upstanding doctor to insanely murderous abomination of science, quite superbly. Really is one of my favourites of the classic Universal monsters. There you go. Invisible Man, just so very, very, very good indeed. And let's just actually, I just want to interject something here actually, if I could, because I discovered yesterday, rather sadly, but also in relation to the classic old school Universal horror films, the creature from the Black Lagoon, the leading co-star actress Julia Adams, she passed away yesterday, which would have been the 4th of February 2019, and she was just a gorgeous lady, great actress, and she was in this wonderful movie, 3D production of Creature from the Black Lagoon, and we're looking at here the 3D steelbook release with the wonderful cover art from comic book artist Alex Ross. But this is really just, as I say, just an acknowledgement out of respect for the recently departed Julie Adams. Great loss, but what a wonderful actress, great array of work, and left us with one of the wonderful, wonderful horror films of all time with the creature of the creature from the Black Lagoon. So sincere condolences to friends and family of Julie Adams. But Julia, thank you for your great performance in a fantastic film. You helped make this film be a true classic, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Rest in peace, Julia. God bless. Let's just then get back to The Invisible Man as well, and let's have a look at The Invisible Man taken out of the box. Just before I give you a sneaky little peek at The Invisible Man Funko Pop in all his glory out of the box, just a little bit of trivia about the movie as well, because it is a real favourite of mine, as I keep harping on about. But of the 5 considered classic Universal horror pictures, which would be Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Invisible Man and The Wolfman, it's interesting to pick up on that The Invisible Man is the only one to have some humour in the horror mix, but it doesn't detract from the fact there's still a heightened horror and a maniacal performance as the film goes on from the great Claude Rains. Now the Funko Pop, this is okay. Let's look at the Funko Pop. Let's look at the Invisible Man out of the box. Let's just here we go. Let's see. There you go. There he is out of the box in all his glory. Absolutely incredible, as I think that you'll surely agree. You won't see this on any other channel. Just really literally pulled it out of thin air. And something else you won't hear or see on this channel, but let's do it here. There's the front, there's the side, and there's the back. The Invisible Man. Just incredible, isn't it? Now you may just see through what I did there, but I think it's now time to put the Invisible Man bunny back in the box and pay a quick nod of appreciation to today's sponsor. That's today's sponsor. Once and only time sponsor. Not on this channel either. But there we go. Invisible Man. Just such goodness all round. And there he is, back in his box. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this one. Take care. See you all soon. Bye for now.